Hi everyone, welcome to Tech Zone Academy. In this video, we are going to be talking about Bootstrap 5 components. Let's proceed. We have the Bootstrap 5 modal. So the modal component is a dialog slash box or pop-up window that is displayed on top of the current page. How to create a modal. The following example shows how to create a basic modal. Let's go. So you will come here. The first thing first we are going to do is to create a div. And inside this div we'll give it a class container, and we'll say margin top -3. Then after that we'll say h3 and we'll give it modal example. Then after that we'll come here, we'll give it a p tag, and we'll say click on the button to open the modal. Then after that, we'll come here, we'll give it a button. We'll say button, which we want the type should be equals to button. And we'll as well give it a class, which will be btn. Then we'll say btn primary. Then after that, we're going to give it data bs toggle, which will be modal. And we can say my modal. Then we'll come here, we'll say open modal. Then after this button, we'll also come here, we'll give it another div. Then inside this div, we'll give this one class. We'll name it class modal. We'll say class modal, and we'll give it ID, which will be my modal. Then after that, we'll give it another div, and this one will be class modal dialog. Class modal dialog. Then inside this, so this comes with many divs, and this one we will now give it class modal content. Then inside this modal content, we would as well give it another div. Inside this div, we'll say modal header, class modal header. Then inside this modal header, we cannot say h4 and give it class modal title, class modal title. Then we can come here and give it just modal heading. Then we can give it a button, and inside this button, the type will be equals to button, and we'll give it class btn close, and we'll give it data bs dismiss, which will be modal. Then after that, we'll come out from that div and come to the next div, which will create another div, and we'll say class modal body. Then we can just say modal body. Then after this div, we can as well now create another div. This div, we'll call it modal footer, class modal footer. Okay, we've given it footer. Then inside it, we can give it a button, and we'll say type btn, yes, bts danger, and we'll say data bs toggle dismiss modal. Then we can now say close. Now let's check it out. Alt Shift F to format it. So this is looking okay. Now let's check it out. So this is it. We open a modal and we can close the modal. So that is a modal. Then let's move to the next part, which says add animation. Use the .fade effect class to add a fading effect when opening and closing. So where we have the modal, where we gave it div class modal, we'll give it fade. Let's check it out. Where do we have modal? Oh, let's say modal body. Yes. So where do we have class modal? And we'll come here, we'll say fade. Now let's check it out. So can you see the way it's fading in and it's fading out, fading in and it's fading out? So that's how the animation works. Then let's move to the next part, which says modal size. Change the size of the modal by adding the modal SM class for the small modals, and the maximum width will be 300 pixels. For the large one, for the large one class for large, with the maximum width to be 800 pixels, and for the extra large, which is 1140 pixel, then the default max width is 500. So we can add all of these sizes. We can do modal SM where we have modal dialog. Let's check it out. Where do we have modal dialog? Then we can come here and say modal SM. Let's check it out. Now this is small. Then they also made mention of MD. We'll try our sizes out just for you to see how it is. This is for the MD, the usual one. Then we can say LG. So this model will be large. So this is a larger LG, and so on and so forth. You can try those ones out. Now let's move to the next part, which is full screen modals. If you want the modal to span the whole width and height of the entire page, use the modal full screen. Let's now do that. Modal, in this case, we'll say full screen. So if I open it, it takes up the whole screen. Now let's close. So that is for the modal full screen. You can have different responsive because you can also control when the modal should be in full screen. That is, add that and how you want it. Maybe you want full screen small, full screen medium, and so on. So there are different sizes that you can play around with. So let's move to the next one, which says center the modal vertically or horizontally within the page with the modal dialog centered class. So we already have modal dialog. Then we'll now say modal dialog centered. Let's come here. So we can remove this one. Then we'll say modal dialog, which will be centered. Then let's check it out. So this is for if you want it to be at the center. Let's check other examples that we have. Then we have scrolling modal. That is, when you have lots of content inside the modal, a scroll bar is added to the page. See the example below to understand it. So this is that modal dialog. However, it is possible to only scroll inside the modal instead of the page itself by adding the modal dialog scrollable to modal dialog. So in this place where we have centered, we can say scrollable. Now let's see. But we don't have anything to scroll here, so that's why it's like this. I hope you understand. I hope you understand everything I've taught you so far. Thank you for watching this video. Please do follow us across all socials at Tech Academy. See you next time. Bye.